While handing over office of the State Minister for Karamoja Affairs recently, journalist and politician Agnes Nandutu, the outgoing State Minister for Karamoja Affairs, lauded Head of State for giving her chance to serve as a minister and the office of the Prime Minister for the last 3 years. Nandutu was dropped in the recent cabinet reshuffle by President Yoweri Museveni, where she was replaced by Honorable Wamala Nambozo Florence, who is also the woman member of Parliament for Sironko District. During the event to hand over the office, Nandutu asked her successor Nambozo to pick up the mantle from where she lives in steering the affairs of Karamoja with emphasis on security.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank the President for the opportunity that he gave me for the last 3 years to be one of the 100 most important people in this country. I would like to thank him and appreciate what he did to me. I would also want to tell my incoming minister, my sister from Sweden, that we have done a lot in Karamoja. We have mobilized many youth. They are called Karachunas. Those are the reformed youth who give up cattle raiding, giving the gun to the army, and embrace the normal life of God. So we have mobilized a number of them under Usalama kwa wote.
Nandutu also expressed the challenge of underfunding as a factor hindering agricultural production in the region, where she called for lobbying for more funding to address the challenge in the sub-region.
Buying tractors, but because of funding, we have challenges that it stopped a bit. But you can lobby from His Excellency, increase the budget of Karamoja because there is a lot to do. His Excellency, the President, is very passionate about the introduction of perennial crops, the dryland crops that can do well in dry land like Karamoja. Those are the dates, the olives and the grapes. We have also introduced coffee growing in Karamoja and we have piloted and it's doing well. We have multiplied seed multiplication in Nabuina. You have to visit Nabuina and you see what we have done. You have to visit Namau prison and you see what we have done. We give them 500 million every financial year for the Namalo prisons to grow food and also Nabuina to multiply seed to give to the people to grow. There is soya beans, there is green gram, there is millet, there is sorghum, and other crops that do well in Karamoja. So in Karamoja, you are going to be a farmer. You have to be a farmer, you have to be a mobilizer.
The incoming State Minister for Karamoja Affairs, Honorable Wamala Florence Nambozo, promised to pick up from where her predecessor Nandutu is living.
These wonderful people that you've worked with, that have been introduced to me, and there's so many others, including the ministers that have been there. And my Honorable Minister, Honorable Simon Peter Rogeris, coming from the land, I know I'm not going into a vacuum. I know I'm not treading a ground that has not been treaded on before. I know there's a grace that has gone ahead. And from where you stopped, or from where you started, I know that you hear the good news, because always it's a joy for one to have left a place, but also to hear that the person that went back in their shoes has built on what they left and has done well. I promise not to disappoint you. I know by God we're going to do mighty exploits, because you started. I'm not going to start from nowhere, but that which you started, I will build on.
Nandutu is also the woman MP for Bududa, served as the State Minister for Karamoja Affairs for the last 3 years, following her appointment in 2021. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nalcast.